Hey everybody, this is Jeremy J. I'm looking at you like you're up to something. Just teasing. I'm going to talk to you today about the 4 levels of mastery, and you can use this as a gauge or a guide in your life for the things that you do or the things that you see other people do to see where they're at and why reaching the last level of mastery is so hard but so richly rewarding. So think of mastery as just the level of knowledge and your ability to apply that knowledge in any particular area. I work in technology. That means writing software and understanding computer programs, websites, that kind of thing. I've been doing it since I was a kid a little bit, but really since college, 1999, so about 16 years now. And I think that in the last few years, I finally reached the highest level of mastery with that. And I'll talk about that level in a minute. The first level of mastery is the awareness of something. So you've heard of the concept of what you don't know, you don't know. It means you just don't even have an idea of what something is. You're like at level 0 mastery for that thing. It doesn't mean like this concept or thing that you now know is exactly as it is. It just means that's how we as humans understand it. Either way, once you're introduced to a concept and you spent a short amount of time with it, you have awareness to that thing. It's something that's in your mind, it's something you can think of. You might be aware of something medical or a certain kind of cars or whatever it is that you didn't know before but you now know and have an awareness to. So that's level 1, awareness. Level 2 is competence. That means you've decided to take your awareness and start actually applying it. And so for me working in tech, once I was aware of tech and that I could make websites, that was cool, but I wanted to take that awareness and actually start to craft my own websites. So I had a class in college where I just followed the teacher along and I started making my own very generic, very ghetto looking websites. But I took that initial level of awareness and all of a sudden I started to understand how to construct a website using HTML. I won't get technical with you, I'm not going to do that. But suffice it to say, I went from awareness to competence because I now understood the basic building blocks of what made a website happen. And this goes for any other category. When you start to sit down or put yourself out in the field and try it out, try that thing out, whether it's cooking or sewing, doesn't matter. You start to gain a little bit of competence as your brain understands and can react to what's going on, and you keep trying. And after a while, much time doing that, you reach the 3rd level of mastery. The 3rd level of mastery is excellence. That means you've spent enough time on your craft or whatever it is that you're trying to do that you started to understand a little bit about the nuances of what makes that thing work. You've started to understand some advanced techniques and ideas such that you can do a pretty good job, such that if someone saw your work sewing or painting or public speaking, whatever it is, they would say, wow, you're pretty good. You spent some time on this. And it took me quite a number of years to get excellent in tech. I mean, it took me probably 5 or 6 years before I was thinking to myself, yeah, I think I've reached excellence. I know how to do websites and programming pretty smoothly and easily, and I can even start to write my own programs for my own ideas. But excellence isn't the highest level. The highest level of mastery is, can you guess it? It's mastery. So think of a master as someone who has done something for so long, who has integrated all the nuances and concepts and ideas by taking action as well, that they are a Jedi Master in this area. I've been doing technology for 16 years, and I can confidently slay the dragon. I can confidently slay the dragon. I can confidently say that I'm a master in tech. Now, to become a master takes a really long time. Like, it wasn't until a couple years ago, and I'd been doing tech 12 or 13 years, where I said, wow, I kind of feel like I'm a master now. Now maybe there's another level that I haven't discovered yet. But mastery of something is very interesting. When you're a master at something, you start to develop a sixth sense about it. And what I mean by that is you start to see things very quickly, and obviously that even someone who excels cannot see right away. Quite often at work, there'll be situations in our software that come up that I know, just look here, it's probably this. Like and some of the people on my team are amazed, like, how did you know to look in that particular spot for that, or know to do that? And the answer is, I've done it so much. I've done websites and programming so much in my life that it's almost intuitive. It's almost like I can predict the future of what's going to happen in regards to software. It's a little uncanny. It's a little scary, but it's also incredibly powerful. I've seen people who are masters in other areas. Look at Michael Jordan, videos of Michael Jordan and Larry Bird and Magic Johnson in basketball. You'll see masters. Larry Bird had a sixth sense in basketball. He just could kind of see things unfolding before anyone else could. And there's people who are masters in other areas, and they just know. They know exactly how to take something and make the situation favorable or create a good outcome. There's masters of money, there's masters of everything in the world, and it's such a rewarding experience to see a master at their craft. And you can just tell a master by how effortlessly the thing flows that they're doing. Goes for singing, whatever it may be. Those are the 4 levels of mastery. Take anything you're trying to learn and you can probably guess which level you're at. It takes years upon years to become a master, but if you can reach mastery, you'll feel like a wizard. You'll feel like a Jedi with powers. I made a game a couple years ago, and it's the mastery of tech that helped make that happen. So go out there, become a master. Have a good day.